Welcome and welcome. It's another video, nothing really playing in the background. And today, it's just going to be me talking about every Forsaken ability and how well I think they would work in a fight. Like Mortal Kombat styled type of fight. You're playing Mortal Kombat and you have these as your abilities. Combo moves, but there's one twist I have to bring up beforehand. You can only use every ability once. As the one twist I have to give you beforehand. It's really weird. And two, lastly, I'm also grading on three criteria I would give. One, is it good for just damage? Is it good for helping you? Two, if it's not a help, like a damage one, how well does it work in its own field? And three, and lastly, is it useful in a fight? It's a very simple idea. I work with it. Now let's carry on. Now, of course, if you couldn't tell by the worst ability in the game, it's Chance's Coin. The one problem is it's one time. And you already have all of his abilities unlocked automatically anyways. So, doesn't matter what you do with the coin. It's literally pointless. You flip a coin, get a good one, who cares? Nothing happens. And if you do get a bad one, you're hurting yourself. You're just hurting yourself, and it has no point. The only use in this ability I can give, I think, is that maybe to teabag his body, flip the coin, because, But again, that's after the fight. Not mid-fight. Next is Ritual. Now, this is only used for teabagging. And I'm saying that because all you can do with this ability is you stab the ground. Nothing else. Nothing else. It's pointless. It's only good for teabagging a body. Just stabbing their dead body. I guess you have to do it like Azure, but it ain't working the best in a fight when you have to, hand-to-hand ability combat him. So, good one, man. Reroll. Now, I'm going to preface this. You do start with 1,000 HP, because I don't know, 1,000 HP would work. I think if you and your enemy both start with 1,000 HP, it would be solid, because it's fair, it's even, and you have abilities. I will just probably give him, Baldy Basics, or, something else, Team Fortress 2 attacks, or something like that. I don't know what he will get. But Reroll is pointless, because, one, the criteria is way under 1,000. So it's pretty much a death sentence to do on yourself. And two, if I did up it, it would still be pointless, because you could just set yourself to 900. Purposely just ruining your chances. If it can work out in your favor, as it could go to 1,200. But it's unlikely. It's unlikely, and two, it doesn't give too much of an advantage either way. It's a gambling ability that you probably shouldn't use. Inject. I have to preface this again. You can only use it once. You can only use your ability once, and that's really bad for Inject. Inject in this case sucks. You can't do anything. Now, the entire point I have to make with the Inject is that if you only can use it once, so all you're doing is setting your clone to Pathfind. That's it. You can't even do Cursor or anything else, because guess what? It's a one-time use only. After you use it, it's just whatever. Whatever happens, happens, man. You have to make the choice. Will you risk having Pathfind? Or do you want to risk it and just throw your minion in his face? Probably you would use it, but it's just it's already for a bad ability, which isn't even that high up in the first place, and 2, it's iffy. Oh my god, I should start writing scripts soon, but like I'm not gonna do that anytime soon because I'm like unless I start getting paid and stuff, maybe. But like right now, it's just more me making my content because I just feel like it. Hat fix. This is the only ability where I say there's any valid reason to use it, and that's for coin flip. Coin flip is only valid with coin. If you get weakness, hat fix is perfect. Because you could still run away using hat fix. And that's pretty good. I like it. Though you are legitimately just removing weakness. Yeah, that's how you say it. Removing weakness 1. But again, any amount of weakness is kind of bad. So, let's not get too hopeful. Now, I had to put Error 404 somewhere. And I am going to put it here. Actually, I'm moving you. Error 404 has my one big complaint. It's just a sightseeing ability. And not even a good one, because you slow down, you make a good loud whistle noise that you can probably hear. If you have enough ear, if you just can hear stuff, basically. Just have basic understanding, or your basic hearing is just basic and you can hear things. And that slows you pretty bad. Now, some of you might think, why is unstable eye here too? 1, running away does not help it. You get like speed 1. That's little speed if you didn't notice. And 2, it's kinda just like you're stopping just to rip your eye out. Great move. You probably just took yourself a nice 40 damage. But we're not gonna say it does count damage, but you're not doing the best move there, buddy. And if you're running away, you're blind. If you don't know where you're going, running away is pointless as this ability. You're blind. Sure, you could still, like, make blurry outlines of stuff. But the thing is, that's kinda hard. And 2, you're not trying to think about it too much. And that's the problem. You're not trying to think with some of these abilities. And that's probably a good or a bad thing. Next. The Wizard's Wand, or just Dusakar's Beam. It's utterly garbage. It sucks. It's so bad. At least it has purpose, though. It's the only other ability that it's one of the 3 abilities that can do something beneficial, just not a lot of benefits to it. And well, I'm also talking about F tier, like not anything else. So, this F tier ability, I have to say, honest to God, sucks. And this F tier ability sucks mainly for the fact that you're 1, slowing down a little bit while doing it, and 2, if you miss it, well, good job, you missed your thing. You missed your one chance to, help yourself. And no, I will accept that fact that you could speed yourself, because what I also did on this list is magics up here, because you can protect yourself, and Pizza Throw is also up here, because you can heal yourself. So I'm not, like, giving all, like, since you're not really wanting to help the enemy, and I'm also thinking you have enough common sense in a fight to know that you can just use it on yourself, you could kind of slow the enemy down and speed yourself up if you do it right. Good move idea. It's not the best idea. And plus, it's iffy. like I said, a lot of these abilities have some iffy side of them that kind of ruins them. Next, Taft's Tripwire. The Tripwire itself, it's a problem to place because you have to be at a distance where you can quickly place it. The next point is that you have to hit it in general. You still have to hit it. And that causes a good, big, and massive problem. Because if they can just smack it, punch that thing, and they ain't getting slowness or... But let's say you place it so good that they hit it. Well, it ain't helping you anyways. Because guess what? You know what it does to help you? Slowness and a highlight. Pointless. It is actually pointless. Easily broken. Until it does more than freaking the Dusicart beam. But again, it just falls into the problem where it's just like, yeah, sure it does something, but it's just like, he could still get you, man. He's not that slowed. Now in E tier, there's one ability I have to exclusively put here. Corrupt Energy. Or not Corrupt Energy. Corrupt Energy is actually higher up. Corrupt Nature. One, it's a brick that does 15 damage. And two, a part of that, it highlights and gives you them slowness. So it's definitely better. It's just, it kinda sucks. And if you miss it, it's just like, and it's easy to dodge. So unless you have like a baby, unless you have a baby in your, unless you're fighting against a baby, they're dodging it. It's pretty easy to dodge. And two, it's kinda crap. Hit it, good job. You did nothing though. You were barely helping yourself here. Next is D tier. And now, Ghostburger is bad in the way you have to use it right. Like, hide behind a corner. Now, let me preface this. Why are you hiding in a fight? Big underlying question. Because if you have to use this, that means you're probably either one, extremely low, or two, you're going to surprise attack him. Guerrilla warfare type of style. And that makes sense. But, hear me out when I say this. You still can hear the noise, and if you don't use it right, you can still see them. So, kind of pointless, and kind of pointless. Now, I have to say Cool GOI is kind of pointless. Again, for one, it has a long teleportation time. Two, if they're at one of the teleportation spots, well, you're done. You're helping yourself out really hard, man. Wasted the move. And two, even if it works, he's gonna get you eventually. Like, you can hide as long as you want. There's no time limit, though. It's not like actual Forsaken. There's no time limit, so he will eventually get to you. And that's where my problem states, is that he could just get to you, and you're kind of just done. Next is, of course, the minions. The minions, I have to say it's better than Ghostburger, and I kind of debated if it should be a C or a D, but I had to put it in D for the fact I just don't think it's as good as some of the C tier moves. Because I think it's only good to like surprise attack the killer, nothing else. But if we really wanted to be a jerk with it, you can maybe say, hey, you can get your clone to fight him. And my question is how we get a clone in like 4 seconds to do that. And two, it won't do much damage, probably, because it's an easily destroyed clone. So, doesn't do a lot. And lastly, it's just like the one part you might use it for is like to hide. Again, I'm gonna bring up the same Ghostburger argument. Why are you hiding it? And two, it sucks. I'm just gonna say it. Like, it's not a move you really need to use. Overall, yeah, it doesn't have the best abilities. Mainly so that means, 07 has the worst abilities out of this entire list. Yes, I mean this entire list. Next is, the ability where Noli can teleport to generators. One, it's good for getting away from a situation, and it's way more efficient than Cool GUI, because you could just instant teleport if you really are fast enough with it. And two, you can use it also as a way to just sneak attack him, like, hey, what's that? Like, okay, let me imagine this. He's, like, next to a generator, and you're about to teleport. He's looking for you, and then he hears the generator noise. He's not expecting it, but he's just kind of like, oh, right, whatever. You teleport behind, and then you attack. Perfect scenario. And I kind of love it. But the problem is, that's a distance. It's at a distance, for one. And two, if they just know it's the generator noise, they can attack you right as you spawn. So, but it is good for running away. And I say it's probably the best move for that. Next, Dispenser. Now, the one thing is, it has to be down at a distance, which is not useful in a fight. But two, it can heal you, and that's kind of a good thing. You just have to get it down, which might be the main problem with it. So, now I put Rejuvenate the Dead for one simple reason. Is anyone dead? It's a very honest question. Because if there is people dead, like two or more, great. You actually have something to use this for. And it's not completely useless. But if you don't, it's just like, no point in having it. So I can't really decide though. Because it really depends on the situation the fight's taking. So I have to put it in the middle of the road of C tier. Which is already a middle of the road tier. So, yeah. Next is Crouch. Now, Crouch, I have the one problem is, it's a hiding. It's best for hiding. Yes. The ability is best for hiding. Let me exclaim. My English is great, by the way. Let me explain the problem with it for stabbing, though. If you miss, you just completely wasted two abilities in one and revealed yourself completely to him. If you do hit a backstab, though, oh, it's a beautiful day. The sun is shining with the glimmers of light of hope. You are just smiling with the joys. Birds are chirping, and the God has blessed you today. Because it is a good ability for that. But the problem is a little hard. Until just you could trick stab him and then hide. Which could be a really good option. Next is Guest. Guest Charge. The reason why Guest Charge is a little low is because I have the problem of, one, you're ramming into the killer. Two, now the thing is, I can't say ramming into the killer is a bad thing, though. Because if you ram into the killer, they can fall off a place, and they will have to, well, I'm saying the killer as we're fighting the killer, but we could be fighting anyone, by the way. If I say killer often, it's because I'm just so used to talking about just killers in general. So it's okay. I think you get what I'm trying to say. But anyways, the next problem is guessed. It's shoving your little self in the line of danger. With the only helping part is that protection can block abilities. And the other thing I have to mention too. If you miss, you get slowness for depending on how far you are from the killer, which is really not good, because that also might mean that your abilities are a little slow. Next is Void Start. Now here's an ability I think is really useful. I think I debated whether it should be a B or a C, but I think it fits a little more in C, for the fact that it has the one problem of doing low damage in general. But it's a great move for doing combos. Now you might be asking, how is it good for combos? You can pull the dude towards you, right? And then you can hit, like, let's go up, and you hit Gashing Wound. It's a combo of the century. They get, like, a good chunk of their HP gone. 65 damage gone in one hit. Either that or you just need them to get a little closer to you. So you just, like, smash it into them, and now you're over there. A little closer. Not much, but you did gain a little distance on him. Beautiful, splendid, beautiful work. Okay, I'm gonna tilt you a little. Okay, can I tilt you so I can? Do I have to, like, flip you all the way over? Yep, I do. Okay, let's set this gun up. Okay, yeah, that will work. That'll work for now. The first and lowest B tier is the Bloxy Cola. The reason it's so low, it's only made for running. And I guess it's useful if you're low. But, like, you still have to drink it. And it's not the best ability. You're still gonna have only speed 1, not it much. Next is Protection. Now, I know I did have to preface this when I was explaining this beam. The reason I have to mention it's here is because you can use it on yourself. And that is really great. Because you can just run. You can full bolt it. And that is a great move for you. You bolt it, and you can just take hits, take abilities, or in fact you could just, when you feel like you're a little low, like maybe at like 400 HP, and you got maybe like 500, use it and you can take less damage, and you can still fight technically, because it only takes one hand, by what you see, so you could probably one-hit it while fighting. And that will be a great move set. Next is, of course, the Sentry. The Sentry, really great. That voice crack. It's really, again, like the Dispenser. Why it's not that high, it kind of makes sense when you realize that it's kind of like the Sentry in a way. The Dispenser in a way. Where you still have to build it, and you have to be at a distance. But the perk of it being it does damage and it slows them down. And if you hit combos while the Sentry is doing it, great. They're actually getting absolutely destroyed by you. And to be honest, it is valid to be destroyed by this because you can't do much. Next is Tab Strip Mine. It's unlike the Dispenser, which takes 2 hits. It's 1 hit, but the thing is, if they hit it, they're blind. Their vision pretty much just goes blind, and you can just attack them. And they go helpless too, so all of their abilities kind of go to whack. The one downside is that you have to stay away from the Tripmine itself. Because you will also go blind and helpless, which will be bad, just as bad it is for the other guy. Next is block, which missing the block, terrible news for you, buddy. You're not getting much out of it. Hitting a block, though, you get a speed boost, and that's it. And also you block their attack, which I guess is not the best part about it. But you already have a punch in store anyways, so you don't necessarily want to focus on the block. But it will definitely be helpful when you're either low or you need to counter abilities. To block heavy damage abilities. Okay, I'll take you off for now, because I don't want my bedroom burning, or I don't want your engine to, shut something bad, do something bad, Jimmy. Digital footprints. Digital footprint is good. It's just, the problem is with digital footprint, you have to use it in a way where, you have to do it, in a way where, when someone stuns you, they will get, punished for it. Next is chicken. Chicken is great and all, but it has two downsides. One, it has to be at a distance, and it's not as good as Elliot's healing. But though saying it, it is still a good ability, and I think you should definitely use it when you could. You still can. You only use it once though, so it's not like the actual game where you have two chickens. Next is Cool Kids M1. Their punch, and here's what I say the complaint is that their M1 is not helping them. It's the worst ML in the game. For one, it's a small hitbox. 2, it does a little damage. And 3, it's a little harder to hit, okay? You can easily weave it. Next is Rush Hour. In my original planning for this, Rush Hour was an S tier. But I started to think about it. No. It's not that much of an S tier. The one part about it that it's not, I am more than definitely makes it not an S tier. It's mainly just for running. 2, if you want to, get at someone, sure, this is also a great move, but you can easily either A, outrun it, or 2, just catch up. Making it kind of useless. And you need, a lot of, some stamina before you use it, which, 1, how some of y'all play, probably going to be your biggest problem. So, it's not great. The good thing is that it is definitely way better than some of the other builders because it's instant. Let's start with the Cool Kids Pizza Delivery Minions. The objectively one of the best moves in Cool Kids set. Other than one that you probably already know, but I will have to talk about it eventually. Cool Kids minions, they're alright in themselves. Don't do a lot of they can do some good damage, but again, it's 1,000 versus 1,000. 2, they and 2, all you will be a little bit stunned, so they could hit you, and then they will get set on fire. So it's a move that you have to use a little more riskily, and that's probably a good thing. Jason's M1 and 1X's M1. I don't feel like I should put them in different classes, so I'm gonna quickly say it. Jason's M1 is lower than 1X's M1, mainly because, sure, it does a bleeding effect, but it doesn't have anything else after that. 1X has 2 effects on it, which optimally for me makes it a little more better. Though if you just simply turn on epilepsy mode or the person's just smart, they could still see. So it's like, that's whatever. Slate Skin. Slate Skin is very, very good for. Now, one, it can block most damage attacks, so you are fine with damage. The problem is, oh my god, I keep having voice cracks. The problem is, you're slow as the one, but the good thing is, we're saying in a fight. Who cares if you're slow? If you attack them, you're doing like a little more damage. You're stone. Probably not a whole lot, but you're stone, and that's probably going to do some good damage. But I'm not too sure. You could say maybe like no, because something. And though I will say, okay, I don't believe that. I will respect your opinion, and your fight is your fight. Now, Jason's behead ability, really great, man. Really great, man. You attack him. It does 20 damage. Don't know bleeding effect or anything. I say it's better because it locks abilities. Does that not sound like a dream? And it's way harder to dodge. So, it's like an all-in-one specialty. 2 times dagger. Now, the dagger wasn't probably going to be the highest, because one, if you want to do good damage, backstab him, which is going to be a lot harder. But if you just want to get some like good damage out of him in a quick second, 2 times sacrificial dagger can do it for you. Next is 1X's one and only I'm trying to remember the name. That silence was very awkward, by the way. Holy cow, you probably like heard the air more than you heard me. But I'm gonna call it the very dangerous sword thingy because I forgot the name. Entanglement. Yeah, entanglement. Entanglement is good. Bad for damage though. Really bad for damage. The damage, it does nothing. But the good thing is it does stun them and they cancel. I was debating on putting it in S tier. It's just, I think for the low damage part, I think it causes my problem. Next is Shidletsky's sword. The problem is it's small hitbox. Unlike every other hitbox in the game, it's actually really small. And also can make it really useless. Compared to, let's say like Noli's M1. So, yeah. And Guest Punch, which is next, I will say Guest Punch, which is this guy. I shouldn't mention it, but I think you already, if you clicked on this video, you probably already know what every icon looks like. If you don't, research it. But Guest Punch makes a lot of sense to be high up, better than Shidletsky's, because it just has a bigger hitbox, and it feels a little more satisfying to hit. Noli's M1. Love it. I love it. 25 damage. Good hitbox. Just beautiful. Next is John Does Spikes. It can trap. It can do damage. And you can definitely catch someone off guard with it. The problem is, though, in a fight, you have to take in mind that they can just punch you and then back away from the spikes, and you can completely miss. The thing is, you can trap them, and that makes it better. Now, the final M1, yes, the final one is John Doe's, because it does the most damage, mind you, 28. And 2, it's literally the same hitbox as everything else, just you have a slow... It has a slower walk speed and that's why he gets that. But I still credit it as the best. Next is pizza throw. Now, like I said, you can eat the pizza. So you are pretty much just eating a pizza. The good part, the really reason I have it so high, you're healing yourself. That's like a good thing. And you know what? Take it. Take the heal. Again, it's not the most. But again, if you are in a fight with 1,000 HP, the attacks might be a little buffed. So it might also be a little buffed. I also was stretching right there, so... Lock speed override, really good ability. Fast, reliable, miss, whatever. You gain distance. And 2, it's harder to react to because, and it can hit through walls. Mind you can just get hit through a wall real quick. Next is Chance's gun. It does 50 damage for 1, but 2, it legitimately is super good. The one problem, easily dodgeable, and 2, it can blow up or not fire. That's why it's not in best for a fight. And lastly, Raging Pace. Now, you might not think about Raging Pace all too much, but you take probably no damage from it. You take nothing from it, so you legitimately cannot be stunned by a combo. And 2, you'll have pretty much infinite stamina until it decides to wear out. Beautiful. And 2, it buffs every attack. Every attack. That's godly, man. And next is Noe. Void Rush. I have to mention Void Rush real quick. Void Rush is such a good ability. It's walk speed override, but has better aspects to it, with a harder scaling. 1, you have to do 20. Why did I mention the number 20? So 1, it's quick. On the second one, 2. Even if you miss, you still did 10 damage, which could probably be a lot more depending on how it works. Two, it's also curvable, which means you can curve a full circle and catch someone. And it's just so much better. Gashing wound. It's gashing. What do you think it is? 50 damage. Could be both. You get sawed up by a chainsaw. Beautiful. Works well. And could definitely catch someone off guard. And mass infection. Up close. Beautiful. 60 damage. Even if you don't hit it, 35 damage for just getting the shot. And of course, it makes sense why it's the highest. Because it's just the old reliable. Now, that was my video. Have a good day. And the worst is definitely Chance's good thing because it does nothing. Also, I should state that this is also slightly better because if you go at a distance, you can hit Void Rush automatically with 40 damage. Anyways, bye.